everyone. Thank you for joining me. We're going to talk about this Leo full moon that is happening on January 25th, 2024 at 1:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be happening in Leo at 5 degrees and 15 minutes. Okay, so you guys know that a full moon is the moon opposing the sun. And in this case, it will be the moon being in Leo and opposing Aquarius, where the sun is located. Now, these energies will be felt until July 2024. The energies of a full moon in general is cycles ending, chapters ending, also releasing emotionally, completions of projects, forgiveness and gratitude is here for yourself and for others, okay? And this full moon, it will be releasing the energies of Leo, which are wanting you to shine. And love yourself for shining. Love yourself for it. Releasing the old you while the moon is opposing Aquarius. It is asking you to do it in a detached way. Okay? So drama isn't the main theme here. I also want to give you a little bit about Leo. So the ruler of Leo is the sun. That represents your vitality, your creativity, your sense of authority. Where your sun is placed in your chart, this is what you love. This is what you're good at. This is where you need to recognize within yourself that you have a purpose for the collective. Your sun isn't the only planet that defines you, but it is where your power lies, where you can take ownership within your chart, okay? But you have to believe in yourself to do this. This full moon is about seeing who you are as an individual that can also put forth that individuality into the collective to become whole within the community, to bring love and joy and harmony within the frequency of the world. It is asking you to feel your power on an emotional level, all right? There are aspects that are happening here with this moon. Now, the sun in Aquarius will be conjunct Pluto, and this will allow you to change within your subconscious, okay? Then we have the moon squaring Jupiter in Taurus, and that is emotional expansion. Mercury and Mars will be conjunct in Capricorn, and it will enhance your drive. It will also give you practical solutions to realistic goals that you may have. Mars will square the North Node in Aries and is asking you to align your actions with your purpose. Chiron will also be making an aspect to the North Node, which will be conjunct the North Node in Aries. And this is also asking you to cultivate that self-confidence by releasing emotional blockages. So, alchemizing these energies, this full moon is unleashing your power, all right? And putting the old you behind. So we're going to look at the 5th house within your chart. Please watch your sun, moon, and rising sign for the full picture that's happening within your world. And I'm also going to look at the house that this full moon is touching. Okay? Thank you, and I'll see you soon. This is for Aries, sun, moon, or rising. If you can't see the screen, please expand and zoom in with your fingers so you can see me circling the chart, okay? So we're going to look where this Leo full moon is happening in your world. All right. We have the 5th and the 11th house highlighted here. In the 5th house, this is your love life. This is your hobbies. This is your children. Your joy, hope, and optimism. Romance is here. Excited motivation is here. Celebrity or popularity status, recognition is here. Your dating life is here. Pleasure and your creative endeavors. All right, so with this Leo full moon is asking you to reach deep inside and let your empowerment take over. Okay? There could be some fears in regards to your popularity status, your dating life, your love life, even having children or being a mother, right? It is the time to release this. It is the time to heal this, because there is a soul purpose for you, okay? And that also includes the 11th house. And we'll go over the 11th house in Aquarius, where the sun is shining here. Your hopes, dreams, and wishes are highlighted. Your networks and groups and clubs, the community that surrounds you, or the community that you're wanting to be around. The friendships that you have that aren't necessarily close, the ones that are off to the distance, could be Facebook friends, could be like business friends or anything of that nature, ones that you don't necessarily connect to on a day-to-day. Older siblings are here. The relationships with your older siblings are changing. Whether that's for you to deepen those relationships or put boundaries in regards to those relationships. But Leo is asking you to have that unconditional love. Leo is asking you to release the lion that is inside of you, okay, in regards to these things. I do want to point out that the 5th house is ruled by Leo in your chart, but the 5th house is highlighted with the sun here, okay? And to go forward, you're going to have to figure out what fear that you have in regards to your hobbies. Maybe it's making your hobbies public. Maybe it's loving deeply, that vulnerability. This could also be a chapter ending in regards to love, because the love that you're in doesn't serve you any longer. That could be a thing. It could also be that you are deciding to put a halt on dating because you need to work internally. It isn't necessarily easy with relationships in general, but I do want to let you know that is a possibility to love anyone, okay? You can love unconditionally toward anybody, whether that is an acquaintance, the 11th house with friendships, or whether that's the love that you have for a partner, or loving yourself in general. I think that's the hardest one, actually, loving yourself in general, so that you can love others the way that you love yourself, right? It's one of those things that you have to take on a daily, and you have to do things for yourself on a daily, have a habit for yourself on a daily, rather than all of a sudden want it to happen. I know, Aries, you want things to happen now. Okay, I have an Aries stellium. You know what I mean? So I get it. I really get it. But to make those dreams, those wishes come true, you will need to implement some type of work, some type of inner work for this to happen for you. Okay? I do recommend getting your mindset right. I use Abraham Hicks and Tony Robbins. I've used Christina Lopes, right, for that. You can also YouTube people that are inspirational to you. Like if they have a life that is working out for them and it inspires you, right? I used to watch Marin Altman. She did Vlogmas, okay? And I mainly got interested into it because it was astrocartography. And I was interested into astrocartography. If you don't know what that is your chart placed on the world map and where you can visit to feel the different energies, okay? But she does have her astrocartography playlist if you want to look up Marin Altman. But she would go to these places and she would talk about the things that she did. She would also talk about her work life and things of that nature. And it inspired me. And it inspired me taking myself out of the situation that I was placed in into a fantasy. And that may be something that you need to do so that you can see the fun that you can have around you. Because Aries, honestly, it's not that easy. It's not that easy whenever you're placed here on this earth to be a warrior. You know what I mean? To constantly go at it and learn as much as you can and be the best of the best, right? It's not that easy to have fun during all of that. But this full moon is asking you to complete a chapter within your life in regards to your fifth house associations, in regards to having fun, in regards to your hope and optimism. Maybe that goal needs to change. Maybe that goal that's in the 11th house needs to take a step back for you to look at it completely and enter in all the details that you want to come to fruition, right? Maybe it has to be detail oriented for you to follow, or some type of compartmentalization so that you can figure out which area to go into first, okay? The 11th house also deals with those networks and groups and clubs that you're affiliated with. Are they serving you? Okay, are they serving you on a mental capacity? Are they serving you in a financial capacity? Are they serving you the way that you want them to? Because if they're not, they need to go, right? Are they just distracting you and taking up space that space doesn't need to be taken up in, right? For you to think about those hopes, dreams, and goals that you have. This could also look like getting a pet if you want a pet. And it could look like you using that pet as a facilitator for your hopes, dreams, and wishes. And when I say this, I mean like a show pet of something, right? You're using horses as show horses, or you're using a dog as a show dog. And that helps your dreams come true. That helps, it's just another step into the goal that you want, right? That could be something. The fifth house is also that fun sex, okay? And when I say this, I say it endearingly. It might be time for you to put an end to casual sex, and so that you can place your dreams and goals and wishes first, okay? Maybe that's taking up too much of your time. Maybe it's not making you feel good as a person. I know there's this thing called soul bonding that can happen with other people, and if you're not a right match, you can take on those energies from that person, right? Those negative energies from those people. But this is unleashing that lion within. This is to put you forth out into the community. So for you to have all these distractions, something needs to go, right? And only you can figure that out. Only you can decide what needs to go. does that chapter need to end? Is it serving you? Is it aligning you with the actions of your goals? Okay. All right, Aries, thank you for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.